why dairy could be blocking your weight loss, how this actually stalls your weight loss. So if insulin is high, fat burning is off. So if your fasting window ends with a bowl of cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, or even milk in your coffee, you may be flipping the fat burning switch to off. If you're stuck and still eating cheese, this may sting a bit. A lot of people cut sugar, cut snacks, even cut calories, but keep eating dairy because it's low carb. But here's the problem. Low carb doesn't mean low insulin. And if you're insulin resistant, that matters way more than carbs ever will. This is episode 102, why dairy could be blocking your weight loss. And dairy, especially milk, yogurt, and soft cheeses, raises insulin disproportionately to its carb content. In the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition back in 2004, they demonstrated that milk has a low glycemic index, so low blood sugar, but a high insulin index, meaning it barely raises blood sugar, but it spikes insulin hard. Now, why is that? Well, because dairy contains several ingredients. One is whey protein, which is rapidly digested and insulinogenic, meaning it increases insulin production. It has bioactive peptides, which stimulate insulin release directly, and lactose, even small amounts, can trigger a spike. So think of it this way: dairy whispers to your taste buds, but screams at your pancreas. So how this actually stalls your weight loss. So if insulin is high, fat burning is off. Doesn't matter if your your calories are low, and it doesn't matter if your carbs are zero. There was a study in Diabetes Care 2007, which showed that chronically elevated insulin keeps your body in storage mode, not burn mode. So if your fasting window ends with a bowl of cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, or even milk in your coffee, you may be flipping the fat burning switch to off, especially if you're pre-diabetic, if you have stubborn belly fat, or if you've already plateaued on low carbs. So let's next talk about who should be careful with dairy. Dairy isn't evil, but it's not neutral either. So if you're trying to lose weight and you're over 40, you've had metabolic syndrome, you've done low carb with very little success, or you're dealing with PCOS, fatty liver, or insulin resistance, dairy might be your hidden block. So it's like a silent partner working against your fat loss behind the scenes where you can't see it. So let's next talk about how to test it without giving it up forever. So you don't have to quit dairy forever, but you should test your personal response. Try a 30-day dairy-free reset and track things like your body composition, your energy, your hunger, bloating or skin issues. And then slowly reintroduce things like butter, which has one of the lowest insulin responses, hard cheeses, and aged cheeses equals lower lactose. And then you want to avoid milk and yogurts, even if unsweetened, because they can spike insulin. So this has been episode 102 of the Obesity Project, why dairy could be blocking your weight loss. You're not failing. You're just sending mixed signals to your metabolism. Even zero sugar dairy can spike insulin. Even keto-friendly foods can stall fat burning. And even small tweaks can unlock big results. So if you've hit a wall, look at your plate. Dairy may be the obstacle between you and the breakthrough. So don't forget, here on the Obesity Project, we're cutting through the myths and we're getting to the root. Make sure to stay tuned for episode 103, why normal lab results could be killing you. We'll expose how standard lab ranges hide early metabolic disease and what you really need to test for. So thank you so much for watching. Would you mind doing me a terribly useful favor? Many of the people watching my videos are not subscribers to my channel, and I would absolutely appreciate if you could hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you don't miss each and every episode. Let's go ahead and grow the YouTube channel, share the information. This is information that everybody needs. Who doesn't want to lose some weight? Who doesn't want to make a difference in people's lives? And that's my mission. So please hit that subscribe button and join our channel as a subscriber. It's absolutely free, costs you nothing to do, and I would certainly appreciate it. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care.